Hello, all, everyone. It is very late at night, and I'm coming at you with a fairly unusual video. But this is how much of a night owl I am, for those of you who wonder. And, yeah, this is just some random, well, there's a church. Like, there's a church over there. There's churches everywhere in this area, but I like it over here because of the lighting. These like street lamps right here that you see. I always loved standing under them. Let me see if I can get a good shot of this one. These are the exact types that I would probably won't be able to see it. You can kind of see the shape. It kind of looks like that classic like lantern. These ones, so that one's an orange one. These ones are like a bluish greenish color. This is just something that fascinates me. I've always loved these like street light things. Ever since I was a kid, I would stand under them, and it was kind of magical to me. Walk a little bit closer. There we go. All them bugs zooming around it. Yeah, that's the basic design. But I literally used to walk. Sorry. There was a bug on me, on my ankle, and I had to swat it off. But I would literally, when I was a kid, and I started doing this when I was like 10. I've been a night owl since I was 10, and I've been doing this ever since. I would just walk around in the dead of night. Well, the backstory was... Sorry, I am looking at my ankle to make sure there's no more bugs crawling on me. Just feels so weird. But anyway, it's kind of a little backstory, but when I was 10, I would be left at home alone when I lived with my mom. So it was usually a back and forth thing. I would go to my granny's house and my mom. Granny would always have me in bed by 8 o'clock, so I was never allowed to be a night owl. But with mom, it's going to sound kind of bad, and it's going to kind of paint my mom in a negative light. But I assure you, she loved us kids. But she would go to the bar. She was an alcoholic. She would go to the bars, and then my brother would go to his friend's house to play video games or whatnot. And I'd be stuck at home alone. We lived out in the country, basically, so didn't have to worry about any creepers coming around, really, because we lived out in the boonies. And this is what I would do. I would find random, random structures, like buildings, like shacks or whatever, that had interesting lighting like this. Just that night, like all these night lights everywhere, and that was always fascinating to me. And I would walk around with my dolls, and I would just sit under these, or I would stand under them, and it would feel kind of magical. I don't know, I'm weird like that. I've always been a fan of like different types of like, I love lanterns and lighting, basically. Like, I love lamps, things like that. I have this little keychain. I have two, I think, little keychain Coleman lamps or lanterns or whatever they are. And I've just always been fascinated by that. Christmas lights are another thing that fascinates me, so I love the different shapes of them and stuff. But yeah, and this literally looks, I guess this is a storage. I've looked in there, and there's like furniture and crap in there, but this shack right here literally looks like something from my childhood, where I would back to my story. That's basically what I would do is while everybody was out of the house and doing stuff, whatever they were doing, I'd be at home alone and I'd be bored, so I would just go walking. I would go walking around. We had literally two side yards, a backyard, a front yard, and behind the backyard there was a huge pasture with seemingly no end in sight, and there was a dirt road, and I'd walk down that, and I would just find all these random lights and stand in front of them, and I would have taken pictures and stuff, but I was 10 years old and I didn't have a digital camera or a phone back then. This was like year 2000, 2001. So yeah, I didn't have any of that stuff, so it's pretty much only in my memories now. Also, I love liminal spaces, so to me, I mean, I know that the term liminal space, it's like a transitional thing. But to me, a liminal space, this is how I was introduced to it, was just a place like this, where people usually are, that's usually bustling with people, and it's completely vacant. There's nobody at all. So yeah, but I did bring some dolls, and I thought this would be really interesting, so I do have a Sun Sensation Barbie. So this just gives you a perspective. Yes, when I was a kid, I would bring my dolls with me on these little walks, and it always fascinated me how the different types of lighting would make the dolls look. And it also kind of added an eerie aspect to it. Her hair is like tangled in her necklace and stuff, so. But yeah. Yeah, see, it's kind of eerie seeing a Barbie doll in this sort of lighting. But like you see the orange light makes her look like this. And this is going to blow your minds. Like, I used to do this with my Palm Beach Barbie when I was a kid that had the painted on bathing suit, and these types of lights that glow the kind of greenish bluish color would literally turn Palm Beach's pink bathing suit plum purple, and it would do the same to her lips because her lips were the same color as her bathing suit. I might have to bring that doll along sometime. Yeah, there's more lights over there, more orange ones. This is just so otherworldly looking to me. Like, people usually don't walk around in the dead of night and be a night owl like I do, so they don't usually see the world like how I do, or like how I've seen it since I was a kid. So yeah, since I was a kid, this has been my life. Yeah. The classic, like Mom would also stay out late and stuff like that. She would go to one of her friends' house and bring my brother and I along. And driving down the highway at night, and this is all you see. Except everything is going like this. Like, everything is just going by. So you know when you're in a car and everything's going by, that's how it is. But yeah. My mom would have the radio on, and we'd just be driving and driving and driving. I'd be in the back seat. So yeah. This is a big part of my childhood, this scenario right here. But yeah, anyway. I'm getting all off track. But yeah. Oh, there's a lone car over there. Just one lone car. Just driving away. But yeah, so you see the orange light, and then watch this. Watch what happens to her makeup. And her face paint in this. Wow. Look at that. Yeah, it makes her skin look a greenish color, but look what it does to her makeup. It makes her lips purple. I mean, it makes everything pop. Yes. And this is exactly what my Palm Beach Barbie would do. Also, I have two other dolls. I might have to do this again at some point. I did bring my purse. I packed some dolls to go on my little night walk So I will set Sun Sensation Barbie down there. But yeah, I'm not going to do the orange light again because y'all already know what it's like. But here's the new, oh God, what is she called? Here's the new, well, the ice skating doll that I got. And look what it did to her lips. Her lips are lavender or lilac now and matches her bathing, or not bathing suit, but her leotard. And her eyes are almost like a violet. Mattel, we need a doll like this. Violet eyes and lavender colored lips. Yes. Heck, she doesn't even need any makeup like this. Just give her lavender or violet eyes and lavender colored lips. And I mean, you could throw some frosty eyeshadow on there, but nothing, it doesn't have to be dramatic. But yeah, that's what it does to her. And I have Hawaii Midge here with me. And her lips are, I think, basically the same color Palm Beach Barbie's lips were. And here you go. Bam. Now, they are plum purple. Her bathing suit still looks the same, but those lips. We need a Midge doll with this color lips. Yes. But yeah, I would basically walk around with my dolls and look at them under the different types of lighting and just watch them just change colors and stuff. Oh. And my, I had a Tooth Fairy Barbie. Well, I've since gotten her back. My childhood one is gone. But my purple Tooth Fairy Barbie, she has a purple and pink one. Her lavender eyes in this sort of lighting would just come alive. Like, her eyes were just, they were violet or like lavender before, but they were just like ultraviolet in this lighting. It was just, wow. Freaking amazing. So yeah. Anyhow, that is I'm going to call this like a blast from my past. Put all my dolls back in there. And I'm going to head home because, well, this is the thing. I live in the city now, so there's a lot of weirdos that walk around. Not, I mean, yeah, I'm the weirdo that walks around at night. But I mean, no, there's actual weirdos that walk around and like the other night, see, I'm in a parking lot right now. And literally, there's a grocery store. Let me see if I can go over here. There's a grocery store right over there, like right over there. And I was walking back home from the grocery store, and then this parking lot right over here, there was some guy just bending over. It was in the dead of night. The store closes at 10 p.m. and it took me a little while to pack up all my stuff in my backpack so I could walk home. And also I kind of took my time walking home, so it was like 10:30 by the time I got to this point. And there was just some random dude in the parking lot just bending over, and then he was looking up, and he was looking all around, he was walking all over the place and being really weird. And there's also like a dumpster over here. And there's a random guy that likes to hang out over there. He's not here now, but there's a random dude that will just hang out over there in the dead of night, and he'll just stand over there. I don't know if it was the same dude, but there was a dude over there just walking around and being real weird. So I was going to come over here. It was literally the other night. I was going to come over here because I switched out this bulb and this light. It was one of those like bluish ones, but it went out, so they had to change it, and they changed it to this orange one so the lighting looks different. So I wanted to do some photography, like liminal space photography. And I had to skip doing that because there was that weird guy walking around over here. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So yeah. But yeah, I live in the city now. I mean, earlier I was thinking, well, you know, this was back in 2001, 2000, like the year 2000, you know, there wasn't as many people back then, so I could get away with walking places when I was 10. But that wasn't even the thing. I was in the country during that time. There was nobody around. Now I'm in the city, so major difference. So yeah, anyhow, that's my weird video. It is October after all, so I thought I would reveal some weird side of myself, some spooky side of myself, because this lighting is really spooky, and I love it. I freaking love it. I've loved it ever since I was a kid, but yeah, thought I'd show some more blast from my past with you guys. So thank you guys for watching. More videos to come, and remember to stay true to you.